I understand we have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells. Captain, I'm receiving an urgent docking request from another vessel.
Greetings from the Halcyon Parcel Service. I've got a... with alacrity. Stand by, Captain Hawthorne. An H... They dis... on... Thank you.
Welcome back, Captain. I have received a transmission from Roseway, from a Dr. Shaw.
What? Oh, is this on? Oh, I'll keep this short. Now, how do I...
The transmission. Certainly, Captain. I was hoping...
It was the law-forsaken parasites. I had become obsessed. My quest to stop them. To avenge my partner, Philip. And my ex-partner, Bernice. And Lieutenant Jurgen. And those two informants had brought me to Rizzo's distillery. But it wasn't just the triple distilled deliciousness of Rizzo's Spectrum brand vodka that I found there. It was death. I made sure the Brain Eaters paid the price. But at what cost to me? It's you.
This is the Halcyon News Network with breaking news. Halcyon Helen has been murdered. Administrator Ludovico of Rizzo's refused to answer the big question on everyone's mind. Who will Spectrum Vodka's next spokesperson be? Claiming that a special investigation must be concluded first.
Captain, we have a communication coming in from one Administrator Ludovico.
Get off the transmission, Cedric. We agreed to let me do the negotiating. Law be with you, friend. I am Administrator Ludovico of the famed Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. But there's no need to stand on formality. Her death is the tragedy of our lifetime. As the face of our new product line, her murder is a stain on the Rizzo's brand. She was scheduled to unveil our newest product, Spectrum Brown, before this tragic event. But we...
All right, Ludovico, that's enough. You don't know what you're doing. Let me handle this. Captain Hawthorne, Sublight's favorite freelancer. I'm such an admirer of your work. Cedric Kincannon, Sublight Underground. I'm so glad we're hiring a third-party investigator. No one wants to see a troop of... The murder of Halcyon Helen is a heinous assault on this colony. I look forward to watching you find the miss... You're a compassionate person, Captain. And you're right. Halcyon Helen was a talented woman. She had a gift for transforming her art into wealth. You would not believe the money she made us on Dissident Busters. Ludovico, you wound me. I'm establishing rapport with our new contractor. Let's not give him the impression that you can't be trusted.
Do you really want to do this right now, Cedric? You want to antagonize me?
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Honest to law, how hard is it to hire a freelancer? Apologies, Mr. Ludovico. Captain, I'm Constable Maria Keene. Hiring a third-party investigator was my... You're a talented diplomat. You know how to ask questions, and you have a gift for getting answers. As far as I'm concerned, you're the ideal inspector for... I hate to admit it, but I'm a little out of my depth here. I'm used to dealing with rowdy VIPs from Bazaar. Please.
The future of our complex may depend on your...
Fine. But Rizzo's is paying for that hotel room.
I can't tell you how grateful I am for your... Mr. Kincannon could lose... Helen was more than popular. She gave something to this colony that no product line could ever provide. Real happiness. No one has ever been as well known or as well loved. Outside of our courageous business. I represent the law, Captain. But what's happening between Mr. Kincannon and the Administrator is... politics. Politics are not my area of expertise. The law is simple. Politics are complicated. I'm pleased to hear that. From everything I've heard, you're a competent freelancer. And at the risk of sounding impertinent, we desperately need the help of someone competent. Thank you for your time, Captain. Whenever you're ready, I've authorized the Unreliable to land at the Grand Colonial.
Transmission terminated. Captain, we are now cleared to land at the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. Eridanos is a hydrogen-helium gas giant, distinguished by a well-defined ring system. The Eridanos Atmospheric... There are several reasons why someone would... Desperation. We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Status report.
I've done plenty of smuggling runs.
13. Dusty.
I've done plenty of smuggling runs, but this thing with the chemicals is bold.
law.
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone. Shh. No names, okay? The Phoenix is a wanted man, and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium. Yeah, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded. Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him. Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence. Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open? I used to study there during medical school.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking. Just remember, you didn't hear it from me. I've always been fascinated by birds. If you ever research Earth species, there are thousands of them, so colorful and distinct. The other thing about birds that... Exactly. I started thinking about everything we see around Halcyon, and all the things we don't see. For starters, you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium who wasn't born here, even though we get ships in all the time.
Trust me, anyone with a lick of...
But most people don't. Doesn't that seem strange to you? And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around here. Sure, that part is. That's why they install shredders in those boxes. But one day the shredder... At first, management put up an out-of-order sign, but that just seemed to worry people, like they were advertising something wasn't working. They eventually took the whole suggestion box sign down so that people didn't have any expectations about it. But they never fixed it. The whole episode made me... After a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and started using my position here to feed him information when I could. That's it, really.
Can we talk?
Warning! Rock stuck in trap. Warning! Twig stuck in trap. Warning! Mangled sprat entrails stuck in trap.
Are you still tinkering with that?
It's not gonna fix itself.
Don't we have repair drones for that kind of thing?
This was a repair drone.
can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong with stability. It means everything's running like clockwork.
Don't you ever want any fun? Maybe see a marauder ship get blown to bits overhead?
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Want to be famous?
According to local legend, if you walk around the orrery 3 times, your corporate rival will die of a paper cut.
Unit recharging. All cleaning jobs have been completed.
CNP Borstwurst. It's not the worst unless it's Borstwurst. Spacer's Choice 2-hour energy brew. Watch out for hour 3.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
I'm on my legally allotted break. Really, I'm supposed to be here. Oh, what are you doing here? Nothing. Nothing. Why? Does it look like I'm up to something? Laws, I knew it! You got me. I work in the lab at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Some of my sprats went missing, but it's not my fault, okay? Maybe I let them out more often than regulations allow, but they need to stretch their little legs. And so what if I occasionally forgot to latch their cage? Everyone gets a little distracted now and then. They escaped, and before I could coax them back, they'd made their way to the maintenance tunnels. Even if I did dare go down there, they're among all the common sewer sprats and exterminator mechanicals. Really? In that case, take this collection crate. 6 of my little ones are down there, but don't worry, you can easily tell them apart from common sewer sprats. They have intelligent... Please, do... Well, to maintain things, of course. Like big, humming machine things with gears. And pipes. Water pipes. Air pipes. All sorts of pipes. That's why they connect the city from the Acropolis district to here. Everyone knows sewer sprats carry diseases. And the exterminator mechanicals have been... What? Some people say there are strange things in those tunnels. Assassins. A room full of murderous automechanicals. Monsters hungry for human flesh. Not that I place any stock in... To deal with the sewer sprats, of course. They're quite the nuisance. Therefore, my, Oh, very well. It's true. I do run studies on them at the lab, but See, Well, so... Not just names. They all have backstories, too. There's Lord Reginald Kim III, Lady Phil... Ah, she's the chief executive of Farnsworth Incorporated, and a fearless cap. They're in a rather tumultuous marriage contract. She's an ambitious shareholder in Farnsworth Incorporated who wants more than stock. Or does she? It's difficult to tell. So is everyone. Harun Iskander. She's a member of Farnsworth Incorporated's regulatory board. A wise woman with a Something else? I still am. After all, I'm a person of very... But I'm...
Out with it, you wretched contraption!
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are publishing our yearly success report.
All right, how does this sound? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to walk into you like that. Oh my goodness! Ruth Bellamy?
Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. You want a punch? We've got your punch right here.
I'm afraid I can't come down anymore, my good man. I'd have to request a counterclaim.
I've done plenty of smuggling runs, but this thing with the chemicals is bold.
Hey, stand back. You. I'm part of Minister Clark's personal detail, and that means you gotta keep 5 feet back at all times. Of course not. But I'm not on the job right now. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired and all. He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony. Yeah. That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal UDL-issued shotgun. They don't give those out to just anyone. Yep, I've nearly made it to the top, my friend. I'm just 2 promotions away from on-the-job bathroom breaks. Oh, he's, medium height with, like, medium-colored hair and, like, a kind of a medium face. Oh, you definitely recognize him if you... Oh! Oh, you... That's a great idea! I'll have a Spectrum vodka. Cheers to me! Hey, you were really great. Have I told you that? You should be Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm face down on the tile somewhere. Who am I kidding? I could... It's not every day you get your dream job. Oh, Lord. Hey. I really...
Nonsense. You've got another in you. Doctor's orders.
Guess I can't argue with that. Yeah. Was that one supposed to taste like Purple Berry Crunch? Or am I just tasting breakfast?
Preparing bodily waste. Collection receptacle.
I don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna be sick. I just need to sit down.
I've always loved that sculpture.
It's an orrery, and you say that every time.
It's strange. It was empty
You, with the hips. Over here.
Let me take a... Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests... Your walk, your posture, the cut of your clothes. You carry yourself with the bearing of a noble, but you dress like a barbarian. How deliciously I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs. Darling, you and that brutish swagger of yours have been on my mind the moment you stepped into my studio. I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock... Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How... I've heard... Also, I expect you to... My dear, fashion is a performance art. I'll need you to model... And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers. None of that garbage Spacer's Choice pedals. You have the bearing... Fabulous! I can't... What can I do? Well, for the good law's sake, darling, how can you expect me to dress her properly? Fetch her here so I can take her measurements and judge her aesthetic. Unless you bring her in, there's no way I can do a proper fitting. If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe, I'd probably head to the Groundbreaker.
I love Byzantium. Where else are you going to find art?
Can we talk?
I'll sue every technician and employee.
Rizzo's long apple
So,
a hard cider for a hard life.
What is it? I'm trying to keep... What is it? I'm trying to... Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him.
Can't say I blame him. It's scary out of doors. I mean, can you even count how many times we've been shot at?
What work specialists, huh? Our mutual friend is really branching out. Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence. Ha ha. Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts. Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking. Just remember,
CNP Borst Pocket. Can be macro-made with human assets. Borst Pocket.
Remember that stranger I saw in the square?
I can't wait to see those outfits. What can I do for you, darling? Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling. My word. Such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense. You're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Materials, labor, license... Love? That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love. Oh, gracious me.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who woos for love anymore? That's so... precious. All right, Captain. Here is the absolute best I can do for you. There are some things I simply cannot skimp on, darling. Such a lovely young lady deserves the best. Now stand back. Back! I'll enter the settings and get these... And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What?
I wish you...
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time, I just have to... You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for. I know. For a while, the next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her over. Oh, this is real scary, Captain. I'm grateful for all you done.
I've always loved that sculpture.
It's an order. And you say that every time.
What? Huh? What was that? Make him regret it. Don't mess with us.
Take him down!
That's the last of them.
Not a peep from me.
Something's not right.
That?
They got the drop on us.
Better take a look.
Getting behind cover!
I'm reloading!
Bring him down! Huh? What was that?
Oh, hell! Found you! Lost there in my sight! I've done plenty of smuggling runs, but this thing with the chemicals is bold. Oh, wow!
You just slaughtered those guards, and for what? To speak with me? What could possibly be so urgent?
Oh, my law. Captain! Captain! That's the minister! Mr. Clark! Oh, wow!
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a big shot.
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more. Slowly and loudly, Aloysius. That's the only way these morons understand anything. I said, you may tell Charles to go... Then you're not part of Rockwell's PR? That means you're a But what are you doing here? And how did you... Drugs, of course. What else? Back to idiot speak. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative...
I don't know if our chemicals are here, but this guy is definitely not.
Will that be all? Oh dear, I don't think I can say this any more slow. Of course. It's Rockwell again, who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way. Chairman Rockwell, He's kept me under house arrest for years.
Yeah, sure. It's always some.
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it. After seeing this place, is it really a stretch? I've been confined to this house for years, and even I can tell you, things aren't right in Halcyon. Whatever Rockwell's doing...
This all feels off, Captain. Like when there's a storm coming, but everything's quiet and still.
We really gonna do this? Getting in...
This is about more than bits. Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter. Halcyon Holdings Corporation, the collective of companies that run the colony, allegedly in partnership with the Earth Directorate and... via the Acropolis District, of course. That's where the most important corporate and government facilities are. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons. When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites. Oh, I haven't been allowed up there in years. I shudder to think what Rockwell's done with the place. A gilded mini... The board's lackeys are none too bright. I simply claimed I'd lost it and hid it somewhere no one would think to look. I merely hid it in a book. No one reads. There are a few Wait! Rockwell has... Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact. But they need to know what's happened. What isn't on it is the real question. I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustained... Once the rest...
You're awful trusting for a guy who's been locked in his...
The Earth Directorate is our best hope. Even Rockwell's Perhaps there is hope after all. And now I entrust it to you. Good luck, and trust no one. What a pleasure. Why, I do all the work no one else wants to do. I write reports no one ever reads, monitor colony statistics that no... When I'm not being conscripted to perform in the...
Look on the bright side, Mr. Clark. When folks come looking for those...
I only hope someone... That's what I tell myself, but it can be rather Halcyon...
You say...
If Halcyon... Haven't you heard? Chairman Rockwell and I are on a goodwill tour of the colony as we speak. Aside from battalions of UDL security forces, most of Halcyon knows my name and face, so I could hardly evade Rockwell for long. Except for the bit about my suddenly coming down with stomach flu last year. That truly happened. Probably because I've no interest in being his puppet. My predecessor was content to serve as Rockwell's lapdog. When he saw I meant to oppose him, he made sure I'd have little opportunity. It's quite all right. I've got every back issue of Dissident Hunter to keep me company. Are you telling me you haven't read one? Oh, the board...
Nice going. I've done plenty of smuggling runs, but this thing with the chemicals is bold.
What?
They're on us! My kind of action! How about that? Take your best shot, asshole! Don't mess with us.
You must be
Sure,
joking.
they look fancy, but inside, just marble. Watch out! A word, Captain?